Hi everyone, welcome to Marketing the Muse. I'm Marla Miller and this is our 10th quick query critique. As promised, this one is fiction. And before I proceed with that, I have to actually find it. Okay, here we are. Sorry. Before I proceed with that, I just wanted to give everyone a heads up that I will be doing a version of Quick Query Critique at the Writer magazine. For those of you who know me, I've been writing for the Writer, gosh, for a long time, several years now, and I'm delighted to be back in association with them. We'll start with one query per month. It's going to be a variation of this, but it'll be a video, and also we'll be posting the query at the Writer magazine site. The only caveat is that you'll have to subscribe in order to submit your query letter. The subscription fee, annual subscription fee, is really very reasonable, like, I don't know, $11 or something. And it's a great magazine. End of that plug. Okay, this is fiction, and I'm just going to jump right in. Dear Sir or Madam, please consider Pinnacle, my young adult urban fantasy novel set primarily in modern-day San Francisco. The completed manuscript is just under 88,000 words. Nicola Van Drace despises everything, first and foremost herself, and second everyone else. She is 13 and seriously considering suicide when she receives an invitation in the mail to attend a prestigious high school, Whitwell Academy for the Education of Young Ladies of Stature, in San Rafael, California. After laughing her head off at the school's name, she decides on a whim to attend. Once there, she meets Jacqueline, a girl virtually her opposite, but somehow the only person she doesn't feel the immediate need to punch. The two girls begin an unlikely and very close friendship, perhaps too close. Soon, inexplicable things begin to happen to them. They are chased through the streets of San Francisco by a boy with a knife. Nicola has a book that won't open, which one day begins transforming into a half-star. The headmistress's wiener dog is stalking them. What they don't know is that they're not from this world. They are elves, exchanged at birth for human children in order to protect them from the great demon, who was once a man but is now fully possessed by thousands of malignant spirits. The great demon wants the Pinnacle, an interworldly travel device of immense power, and Nicola and Jacqueline each have half. Nicola is also the spawn of the great demon, endowed with the genetic trait that will match her in power to her father, so that she must either kill what he has become or be possessed herself, spelling doom for everything with a soul. The great demon is aware that one of the girls is its daughter, but does not know which changeling's life it must end. Jacqueline and Nicola enter the struggle not knowing who they are or from where they come or even for what they fight, but find that kill or be killed is the final verdict. They have been fortunate not yet to have learned that the only thing worse than death is to be possessed. Pinnacle is my first novel and the first installment in this trilogy. Writing for the second in the series is well underway. I attended the 2008 Blank Conference, to which I had sent in an early draft of the novel's prologue and first chapter, earning a full scholarship. I'm prepared to send in the completed manuscript should you desire to read it. Please note that I am querying multiple agents. Thank you for your time in reviewing this query, and I look forward to your response. Best regards. Okay. What do I think of this query letter? Well, I think that it has potential. I think that it broke down seriously in the, let's see, with the way she has it in the third paragraph. The two girls begin an unlikely. I think that entire paragraph, maybe with the exception of that sentence, could be deleted. Except to say inexplicable things happen. What they don't know in the third paragraph is that they're not from this world. Okay, I'm not going to go through this paragraph by paragraph, but here's the problem with this. This author has created a world that we don't know anything about. We know that this is a young adult fantasy, urban fantasy novel. That's a pretty hot market. Now, you never write to a market, but I think urban fantasy is going to do nothing but accelerate, and I think that the web is going to play a significant role in that. I mean, I can actually see some of these novels coming to life in 3 dimension. Having said that, though, I think that the genre is a solid one, and I think that the world that she's created, has some interest to me, and I think it would to an agent who she'd be pitching this to, because she should be pitching this to agents who are looking for this kind of genre. But it just falls apart. I really don't know. I know a little bit about what this story is about, but this author has definitely not been able to, in a query letter, create a world, a fantasy world, that makes me want to know more. She's created a world that when I entered it, I got confused and lost, and you don't want to do that. Her writing also, her sentence structure, really, she needs to look at that, because she could definitely improve upon that. So that's all that I'm going to say about this. I also don't know how old this novelist is, and if she is a young writer, and by that I mean someone in her teens or early 20s, I think that's germane to this query letter. If she isn't, maybe not so much, but agents, remember, are looking for careers, and if an agent takes a look at this manuscript, even if it needs help, might look at this writer and say, she's got a long road ahead of her, and she seems pretty committed. I don't know, but I'm just saying that if you're young, you want to pitch that, especially when you're writing young adult and your protagonist is 13 years old. But she really needs to look at the body of this query, because the world that she has set up, that she wants us to enter and live in for 300 to 350 pages, is all confused. So my best advice to her is to take a look at the story that she wants to tell, and then tell it very simply in one paragraph. And I welcome her to resubmit again. That's going to do it for this quick query critique, number 10. Until number 11, be well.